Hi, hello, hi, welcome to week 22 of going to Disney every single day until the Super Smash Bros. Sora amiibo releases. This is it, the final full week. This week we learned that Tiana's Bayou Adventure is opening this summer, and that's about all we learned, actually. Disney didn't really do any major announcements other than that. Anyways, let's get started. Day 148, February 8th. As I mentioned last week, I got sick at the end of the week, so I took my brother to work, and that was it for property on Thursday. Day 149, February 9th. On Friday, my wife and I went to Magic Kingdom for the afternoon. We met up with my sister, and the three of us walked around some of the lands before heading to Pete's Silly Sideshow to meet Donald and Goofy. That's mostly because the parks were slammed due to the cheerleading or dancing teams, whichever was taking over the park last weekend, all being in Magic Kingdom. Then we went to Ride on Dumbo. Afterwards, we walked to Frontierland and rode on Big Thunder Mountain. As we were leaving the area, we saw water flowing from Tiana's, which was cool since they hadn't made the announcement about the earlier opening yet. We then had dinner at Pecos Bill and did some window shopping at Frontierland Traders before heading up to the hub to secure a spot for Happily Ever After. It was crowded, it was so crowded. After surviving that ordeal, we went to ride Peter Pan and then ended the night by riding on Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin, which was going faster than normal due to being closer to park close. Day 150, February 10th. My brother linked to Sora made plans to hang out with some friends, so we all went over to Disney Springs since the parks were sold out on reservations. We walked around World of Disney, Co-op, Pin Traders, Once Upon a Toy, Days of Christmas, and eventually made our way over to Saratoga Springs via the friendship boats. We walked around the resort for a bit and then headed back to meet our other friends. After a couple hours of chatting at Chicken Guy, we went home. Day 151, February 11th. My sister, Main Street Redhead, and I went to Hollywood Studios on Sunday, where I found out that Joe Gardner's statue has finally been updated to remove the 50th emblem. It's very interesting to see, honestly, since they just left it there for months. Then we went and met some of the Disney Junior characters and watched the show since I wanted to compare it to the Playhouse Disney show from when I was a kid. Yeah, it's no longer a show. It's just a dance party. After enduring that, we went and watched Muppets. Following Muppets, we went and rode on Toy Story Mania, and then we walked around the park for a bit until it was time to get my wife from work. Day 152, February 12th. Since it was a busy day at work, I only had time to take Chelsea to her work before heading home. Then I picked her up and did the All Night Gamers podcast. Day 153, February 13th. After a long day at work, I went to Hollywood Studios to ride on Toy Story Mania, which marks the second time this week that I've gotten to ignore the staircase slide, which is fine with me. I did really well for being solo, and then I walked around the shops for a bit before watching the animation showcase. Day 154, February 14th. Unfortunately, since I had to work all day, I missed every single cool meet and greet that was happening on Valentine's Day. So instead, I went to Hollywood Studios to hop on the Skyliner and head over to Riviera and Caribbean Beach. Guess what? Nobody does cool Valentine's meet and greets after dark. So I just wandered around both resorts, getting some footage for the video I'm working on, and then left. Other than missing the Valentine's meet and greets for work, this was a pretty solid last full week of the challenge. Truth be told, I have no idea what I'm going to be doing with the channel once this is over, which makes me question if I should have just kept it all under Stormwind Games in the first place. I do like having them separated though, so I can have proper theme park videos. Plus there's a lot on here that I couldn't get away with doing on Stormwind Games. I've got one more major video for this challenge and then that's it, it'll be done. So definitely keep an eye out for that. That will be coming out Friday or Saturday. Not sure when it's going live. Kind of depends on when I get the Sora amiibo. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's been a fun, awesome challenge, and I am so glad to have it end early, I guess, because it's been kind of a strain with all the cheerleaders. Anyways, keep an eye out, as I do have more plans for the channel. I just have to figure out what I'm doing regularly for it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!